All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect on the highways and byways pushing this truth. It's your brother Rabbi Knapp coming up with a lesson. Lord willing, it's edifying. Now, I'm just going to go through, I found some videos online. I'm just going to go through them. Salak, I'm not even sharing my screen. Gotta get used to this. Salakia. Do that a lot. Yeah, I was looking into this. What if China collected on the U.S. debt? So let's get into that, man.
President Obama held his first summit with Chinese President Hu Jintao today. The leaders met in Beijing and promised to cooperate on a wide range of global issues, including the economic recovery. China demanded payment. And why haven't they? Robert Krulwich always has a unique way of explaining things and does so in tonight's Closer Look.
These are kids in Shanxi, China, reading out loud all together. It's kind of a reading exercise. But what I want you to notice is what this girl is wearing. Notice she's in a coat, zipped up, and so is he, and so is she. Many classrooms, look at the hats here in Chinese public schools, are not heated in winter. Yes, it would cost money to put in central heating, but the Chinese government has money. Oddly enough, a lot of that money is in America. When the Chinese ship products to the United States, we Americans buy their goods.
Hi. How's it going?
And we, of course, pay dollars. So China right now is sitting on a big sack of U.S. money, which they invest in America.
Well, let's say that the Chinese sack of dollars is $1.4 trillion thick.
That's a lot of money. So some Chinese are asking, why not take the profits that China has made in America and sell U.S. stocks and bonds and dollars and turn them into Chinese money so China can fix some of the problems they've got at home? So if China is going to change $1 trillion US into Chinese money, that means China is going to sell $1 trillion and buy a huge amount of Chinese money. And moving that much wealth from one nation to the other will lower the value of the US dollar, raise the value of Chinese money, with the unfortunate effect that then anything made in China becomes more expensive in America.
If they take $1.4 trillion out of the United States and pour it into China, the value of the Chinese currency is going to more than double. If it more than doubles, everything we buy from China will be more than twice the price.
And when the price of dolls and basketballs and everything goes up here and we buy less, what happens to all those people in China who have jobs making things for America? The Chinese government can't risk that. So for the moment, they can't take their money out of America. Not yet. Robert Krulwich, ABC News.
That's right. Not yet, man. But, you know, that's coming. That's coming, man. When the prophets speak about it, We all know about it, and that's what we're waiting for. Okay, jump over to the book Habakkuk, chapter 2, and you know what? I'll just start at the top. I'll stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon table. Been written. Okay, we're making it plain upon table. And you know, when you read it in a different translation, it says put it on tablets. But the point of the precept is, you know, the vision is written. Okay, we're making it plain. We're making it simple for the elect to know what's going on, so they may run that read it. Okay, just like a man that's on the tower, he would give the word, and people would run and tell the rest of the people, because you just one person on the tower. Everyone needs to hear the word. So if you heard the word, you need to be warning the people. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. Talking about the end of the days, that's when these visions are going to speak. Okay, and famine, pestilence, war. Okay, these are part of the vision that Habakkuk saw. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Yeah, it's because it's not here today as we speak. Okay, these visions are going to come to pass. Okay, in the end, and we're more closer to the end than we were 2,000 years ago when Yahweh Shai came on the scene. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Okay, so this is talking about Esau, man. He's not a righteous person. Okay, as a matter of fact, he's wicked. He's wicked according to Malachi 1:4. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, which is his philosophies. Okay, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth up unto him all people. Okay, that's why everyone's coming over here to Babylon to try to make a better living for themselves. Okay, but he transgresses by wine, meaning, you know, you might believe in his religions, his philosophy, his democracy. Okay, you know, all people are equal. You know, we can all live together and prosper. Okay, but he's transgressing, he's lying. Okay, but that's how he gets you into drinking his wine. Okay, Habakkuk 2:7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto him? Yeah, you're gonna be like a spoil. Okay, you're gonna get spoiled by trusting in this devil, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe unto him that covereth with the evil covetousness. Okay, to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the. Oh, Salat, I skipped the verse I was looking for. Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe, which is death and destruction, to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Okay, that's why he's in debt. But let's look in this word, thick clay, to show you this is all prophesied to happen. Woe unto himself that ladeth himself with thick clay. Okay, thick clay is talking about heavy debts. Okay, and right now, that was an old video that I was sharing. Okay, ABC News. This is 14 years ago. Okay, they were using an example of $1 trillion, but Esau's in debt, I believe, over $35 trillion as we speak. Okay, so that's more debt that he has increased since 14 years ago. So how much more does he owe China today? He said 1 trillion will cause he'll cause prices to double. So how much more if he owns $35 trillion of your debt? Okay, and these are things that are gonna help deteriorate Babylon. Okay, as a matter of fact, let me grab this precept. I believe actually. I think it's Isaiah the 24th chapter, but Isaiah 24, no, that's Job, Salakia. I don't know why that's not popping up. Let me grab it up. The worm shall cover thee. Yeah, Isaiah 14 and 11. Let me grab that. Isaiah 14, verse 11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worm shall cover thee. So these worms are an indication of a deterioration. Like when a body is placed under the ground, the worms will get to it. Okay, that's how it would be. Kind of, that's the process of deterioration. Okay, and the worms are underneath this kingdom, man, because it's deteriorating. All right, and let me grab Psalm 60. Because Moab, who the so-called Chinese man, he was created to be a wash pot. Okay, let me grab that actually. Psalm 60 and 8. Moab is my wash pot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Philistia, triumph thou because of me. Okay, so Moab's a wash pot, man. A wash pot's used, you know, you might wash dishes with the wash pot, wash different things, wash people's feet. Okay. King David took over. Where is that? Is that Samuel? King David took over Moab in the ancient times. Actually, I think this is 2 Samuel. 2 Samuel, the 8th chapter. Okay. 2 Samuel 8 and 1. And after this, it came to pass that David smote the Philistines and subdued them. And David took Methagammah out of the hand of the Philistines. And he smote Moab and measured them with a line, casting them down to the ground. Even with 2 lines measured he to put to death, and with 1 full line to keep alive. And so the Moabites became David's servants and brought gifts. So, you know, they were taking over. Okay. They were taking over, man, and they were used to do whatever was his pleasure. Okay. Let's jump back over to Psalms. I think there's another one, Psalms 108. Psalms 108 and 9. Moab is my wash pot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Over Philistia will I triumph. So pretty much the Lord's using Moab as a wash pot, man, to clean out Edom, which is Esau, okay, the Edomites, so-called white people, okay? And we say so-called because, you know, it don't matter what color you are. If you go back to the line of Esau, you're an Edomite, okay? And we know that according to 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, that that, you know, Jacob is the end of Salakia. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is of it that followeth. Okay, so the Lord's going to be using Moab to clean out Esau through debt. Okay, clean them out, causing inflation. Okay, he said he's going to cast out his shoe. Okay, over Edom will I cast out my shoe. When you go to I believe it's Ruth. Jump over there. What's going on here? Book of Ruth. Yeah, Ruth, chapter 4 and 7. Now this was the manner in former time in Israel concerning redeeming and concerning changing, for to confirm all things. A man plucked off his shoe and gave it to his neighbor, and this was a testimony in Israel. Therefore, kinsman said unto Boaz, buy it for thee. So he drew off his shoe. And Boaz said unto the elders and unto all the people, ye are the witnesses this day that I have bought all that was Elimelech's and all that was Chilion's and Mahalon's of the hand of Naomi. So he was purchasing something. All right. He was purchasing land. Okay. And just like that's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to use Moab to wash out Edom, which is America, take their money back. Okay. Cause that inflation that's coming up, which is going to lead to all different types of sedition, man. All right. He's going to use the so-called Chinese man to do that. Okay. And he's going to redeem his elect, but he's going to destroy Babylon. Okay. Because if you purchase something, if it's your possession, you can do whatever you want with it. And it's prophesied that the Lord is going to destroy Babylon. Okay. You go to Isaiah, the 34th chapter, Isaiah 34 and 8. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance in the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever. So this is talking about Babylon, man. Okay, so that's what the Lord ordained for this place, okay, for it to be destroyed. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it, and he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. So that line of confusion is basically saying that you ain't even going to know where each state was after this destruction. You ain't going to know where the lines that divided the states were at. Okay. So, this place is going to be destroyed, man. And that's what happens when you laden yourself with thick clay, man. When you go to the book of Deuteronomy, you're supposed to pay someone at the end of the day for their work. Why are you in so much debt to someone that's supposedly your enemy, man? Okay, Deuteronomy 24 and 15. At his day, thou shalt give him his hire, neither shall the sun go down upon it. So before the sun goes down, you're supposed to pay back what you owe, or for someone's labor. For he is poor and setteth his heart upon it, lest he cry against thee unto the Lord, and it be sin unto thee. Okay, so this place is going to be destroyed, man. So Jake gotta prepare for what's to come. Jeremiah 51 and 7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Okay. Yeah, they're mad, man, because they see, damn, man, following the ways of Esau is going to lead to death, man. Okay. And they're going to recompense him because they feel like, this dude, they see him for what he is, man. You start dealing with somebody you close, see how he does business, and then you see how the laws he be trying to pass in your land. That's why every single land that's out here is divided against itself, following the ways of Esau. And now they starting to see like, damn, this dude's destroying us, man. Yeah, we profited. We're going to build ourselves up, but then we're going to turn around. We're going to turn on him and shoot nukes on him. Okay. And the Lord set it up that way. So it is what it is. Obadiah 1 and 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how wert thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Yeah, wouldn't they leave some grapes? Esau took the kitchen sink out of these places, man. How are the things that Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? They searched out, his hidden things are searched out from the scriptures. Now we know who Esau is, from people coming out with these the internet. Okay, people are coming out exposing them. People like Eric Snowden. I think his name is Eric Snowden or Snowden, whatever his first name is. showing him, yo, they watching you, they checking your emails, they see what you're doing. Okay. That's all part of him being searched out. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Okay, a lot of nations, Europe was at peace with them. They gonna deceive you, man. Japan, all these different nations and your allies, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Yeah, they laid a wound under thee. Okay, meaning they gonna turn on you, Esau. Okay, and he knows this. That's why he got setting up bunkers. He's all the way up in the heavens, right? Trying to set up a way to escape the judgment that's coming to him. But he's not going to prevail, man. He's prophesied to be destroyed. Okay, and that's his lot. Okay, 2nd Esdras 16:1. Okay, it says, woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Assyria. So all these nations, they all have they all work together. So if one nation, the whole economics of the globe, everyone's relying upon each other. So they all work together. So if one thing happens in one place, it's going to affect another. So by China taking back their money, that's going to affect the whole world's economy. Okay. So it's not a light thing to owe someone all that money. That's like, it's foolish at the end of the day for you to even put yourself in a position to be destroyed utterly like that. But we know that it's all Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai doing all of this. Okay. Isaiah 13:17 says, Babylon will fall to the Medes. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, the modern day Medes of the Russians, which shall not regard silver and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Okay, that's why they are part of the BRICS nations. They coming together. These other his so-called enemies are coming together to work out their own currency. Their bows shall also dash the young men in pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. The fruit of the womb are your children. Okay. After World War II, the Russians lost over 20 million people. Okay, so they're not in a position to be worried about if your kids are going to be all right when they shoot these nukes. They're in a position now. We ready to go. Okay, and the Medes are also Edomites. Okay, that's why they're blessed with the sword on the left-hand side. That's why they got these hypersonic missiles. Okay, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So just like what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, what happened to it? It got destroyed, man. And the same thing's going to happen to Esau's kingdom, man. For the same sins that Gomorrah committed are the same sins that are happening here in Babylon. Okay, in China, Russia, Iran, all of them, they're gonna shoot nukes on this place. Okay, it's the book of Isaiah, 2nd Esdras 15:46. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon and are the glory of a person. See, China, you envied Esau. Okay, that's why you go over there. They got a lot of westernized philosophies. Where they get that from? Okay, Babylon. Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou has made thyself like unto her. Yeah, y'all made yourself like unto her. Talking about China has made itself like unto Babylon, and has decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee. Yeah, they always desired to be just like Babylon, man. So, Moab think he gonna come up next. He probably got his own ideas of how he's gonna rule, but he's gonna rule just like Esau if he's gonna be put in the kingdom. If he was brought into rulership, he's gonna do the same thing Esau did. Okay, thou hast followed her that is hated in all her works and inventions. Therefore, saith the Heavenly Father. Yeah, in all of her inventions, Moab's known to take the intellectual property of America and make it in their own way, okay, and or reverse engineer their tech that they found over here and do it over there. Okay. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence to waste thy houses with destruction and death. So the same thing is going to happen to different parts of the world, not just Babylon, but Babylon and Israel is going to be utterly destroyed according to the scriptures. Okay. But there's other places that are going to be hit. Moab's getting hit. Russia's getting hit. You know, parts of Europe's getting hit. Okay. They're all going to be destroyed. Well, they're going to be taken out of power, but not utterly destroyed like Babylon, I should say. Okay. Isaiah 19, verse 1, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Okay, the modern day Egypt is America. Okay, Egypt is synonymous with bondage. You go to Exodus 20:2. Okay, that's what the Israelites served slavery. Okay, and they serve in slavery again here in modern day Egypt. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. So Isaiah is prophesying that there's going to be civil unrest. There's going to be people fighting up against each other, okay, here in Egypt. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. Yes, so they're going to be seeking to their idols to try to prevent the destruction of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, but it's going to come to naught. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts. So this cruel Lord is your presidents, man. So whoever the Lord decides to set up here up in Babylon, he's gonna be cruel, man. He's gonna be implementing these draconian laws, man. This martial law, okay? And that king is talking about these elites. When you look into the relationship between the Lord and the king, the Lord would be set over a certain area, but he would have to report to the king, okay, which are these elites, showing you that there's a hierarchy here that goes above what you see, okay? There's like a shadow government here, okay? So you need to know all these things, man. You need to know how Babylon's being run. It's a corporation, man. Okay, and what you see on the forefront, these are all puppets, man, for the elites. Psalm 68:9. Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom? Yeah, that's where the Lord's coming, man. He's coming here. Okay. That's why he said Moab's the wash pot. All right. I wanted to share that. Another video I want to share.
The social media attention, getting national attention, and it's that pressure that prompted the sheriff to.
This is about Javion McGee.
To release more information, and now with Javion McGee's parents here on the ground in North Carolina, we're now getting a better timetable on the hours and days leading to his death. Surrounded by supporters, Javion McGee's parents making the trip to North Carolina from Chicago and Texas for something no parent should ever have to go through.
I just ask that you guys keep us in prayer.
The family meeting with Vance County investigators for several hours before making it clear they still have unanswered questions about Javion's death.
The manner cause of death has not been determined. So for any suggestion that it's a suicide, anybody stating that it was a suicide, would be grossly premature.
But the pressure on the sheriff prompted him to release new details on the timetable of Javion McGee's death. We know Javion was in Henderson dropping off a load at the Walmart distribution
Look at that, Walmart. Pay attention to that, man.
center on September 10th. Just before 5 p.m., his truck was seen idling in the dirt parking lot not far from where his body would later be found. He then goes to Walmart, where surveillance video shows him buying utility rope, On the way out in the parking lot at around 6:22 p.m., he gives something to a homeless person outside. Investigators talked to the man who said Javion gave him $228 and told him, "I don't know how much it is, but if I had more, I would give it to you." He then goes to a Hampton Inn nearby, but there wasn't a room available. So instead, he heads back to that dirt lot off Vanco Mill Road where he was earlier. At 6:52, seen walking away from his truck to the woods alone with an object in his hand. At 7 p.m., he goes back to the truck without anything in his hand. Then, 30 minutes later, the truck's ignition is turned off and never started again. He's then seen on video walking away from the truck alone. His body would be discovered with the wrapper from the rope lying next to him. As the case now plays out, Javion's father wants people to remember him.
He was one of the first people that say, "Hey, Dad, I'm about to go drive," And I'm like, "Wow, well, what make you want to do that?" He said, "I just want to do it. I want to put in my work," and that's just how he was. He wanted everybody to be together. That was his heart.
Yeah, and that is what has the family so puzzled. They say they had just spoken to Javion 2 days before this happened. They say there was no signs that anything was wrong. As a matter of fact, after this latest trip, he was excited to go visit his family in Texas. So obviously, still a lot of unanswered questions for them. Now, in the meantime, as we wait the results of that official autopsy and toxicology, the family says once they are able to recover Javion's body, they also want to conduct their own independent autopsy in this case. We're live in Henderson. Tom George, ABC 11, Eyewitness News.
Yeah, so Esau saying
this Halloween season.
Okay. Esau saying he did it to himself, man. Yeah, he went and bought some rope. That's the only way he could have done it, right? But if you were a truck driver, you got rope, you gotta, for whatever reason, Now I'm not saying he did or didn't do it, It's all the Lord's will anyway, but I brought this out because he did this in North Carolina. Okay. So you gotta know that, Esau is doing a lot, man. It's lucky. He like to, he can tell you anything. He owns all the media, But the point of the matter, you want to make sure you're right with the Lord so you ain't getting put to death in some mysterious way that no one can find out. Okay. But the Lord's going to be bringing a lot of judgments here. And then soon after that, that happened in North Carolina. Okay. And I wanted to bring that out because the Lord just sent a hurricane through there. So he putting Jake to death. And then right around a couple of weeks later, look what happens to that place, man. So I'm bringing that out to show that the Lord's moving. He's doing things while people are sleeping, while people are not understanding how the Lord is moving, okay? Right, so let me grab this. Let me grab Psalms 9 and 16. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 9 and 16. The Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands, Higgaion Salah. Okay, so the Lord is known by the judgments, okay? But the men of the Lord, the men who have wisdom, they can see these things and know that the Lord's moving, okay? So that should put them in the spirit, not only to keep their faith, that the Lord's keeping, you alive, you woke up, you got breath, you should be using it to exalt the Lord. Now, was Javion McGee exalting the Lord? Probably not. Okay, if he's getting put to death in such a horrific way, okay? But in all actuality, it's probably mercy upon him because the judgments that are coming to this place it's gonna far exceed what Javion McGee had to go through. When your ass is getting put to death from a famine, that's gonna be worse than him. When your ass is getting eaten alive, that's gonna be worse than him. Okay, when your ass is being, you're getting stored up in a house with a bunch of other people and they chopping you up little by little so they can feed off of you, that's worse than him. Okay. And it says Higgaion Salah. These psalms are like songs. Okay. They are songs. So, we singing right now. And Higgaion Salah is like a pause in the song for you to think about what's being said here. Okay. So the judgment which he executed, man. Okay. You need to be thinking about that. Why would the Lord do that? All right. But the Lord got some more judgments. Okay.
This next story I'm about to tell you is not one of celebration. So I just want to preface that before I start. So you guys have heard a lot about the Hurricane Helene to be exact, that made landfall in late September, and it hit states like Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Virginia, and the Carolinas, if you will. Now, it said it was about 140 mile an hour winds that went through a lot of those states, causing a lot of flooding. Even to this recording, there's flooding, there's hundreds of people missing, and there's about 180 people to this point that have been verified killed by the storm. Now, a lot of people reached out to me and told me that one of those towns, Asheville, North Carolina, to be exact, was considered to be a sundown town. Now, sundown town is one that is not friendly to people who are not.
And that's what happened with Javion McGee. You know, people were saying that where he died in North Carolina, that was a sundown town. Now, this lady here, what's the name of her thing? The African diaspora. Okay, they come out with a lot of good stuff too. She's saying that's where Hurricane Helene also hit, this so-called sundown town. Okay, so the Lord's working, man. Okay, let me grab this in Amos 9 and 8. It's the book of Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So he set his eyes upon the sinful kingdom. Okay, now let's talk about the northern kingdom, the kingdom of Israel. But it applies to America, man. His eyes are upon this sinful kingdom, okay? And he said he's going to destroy it. And he's going to destroy it piece by piece until it's utterly destroyed.
White, specifically black people, right? So the premise is you need to be out of that town before the sun goes down, sundown, right? So I said, okay, that's interesting. Let me look into that. Now, per my research, now, of course, they're not going to say this is officially a sundown town, right? So I just want to put that out there. I didn't see anything that said that it was or ever has been. Now, I'll take the word of the people who are telling me that it is. But when I looked into it a little bit more, it said that Asheville has been extremely gentrified, that it was known as a predominantly black town. But of course, with gentrification, white people and developers, they move in and they drive up the property value and taxes because, you know, they're wealthy, right? They could do that. And it sounds like it's, along the water, which they like that waterfront property. Okay. Now, when I learned that, I said, oh, okay, that's interesting because they said that town has been pretty much wiped out. I've seen videos of people crying, talk about everything is gone. What are we going to do? And this, that, and the other. And it's like, I'm not celebrating that happened to you, but how do you think black people feel when y'all move in there with all of your money and, white privilege and say, well, I want that property. I want that. And the developers say, bet. They built these nice, beautiful homes and stuff. And the black people that live around those areas, they can't afford to live there now because y'all done bumped up the property values and the taxes and the rent and everything else typically goes up. And so what happens is now those black people are displaced, meaning they got to move somewhere else because they can no longer afford to live where they've always lived because now they're feeling a certain type of way. And I like that. I want to look out of my house and look at the water. So again, I'm not gloating. But what you not ever gonna do, okay? And I'm gonna say this, and I've been saying this, and the Nation of Islam has been saying this. So this ain't original to me. You can't do what you doing to black people and think God is gonna sit up and say, "Oh, that's great. I love that beachfront property for you. I love that for you." He ain't saying that because what you do to people gotta come back. And it's this ain't even just for them. This is for everybody. What you do to people got to come back to you. So be careful what you do to people. Don't think you're going to do horrible things to people and you're going to live a great life. Now, you might not get it today. You might not get it tomorrow. Hell, you might not get it 5 years from now. But guess what? You're going to get it. You're going to get it when you think you're snug as a bug in a rug in your waterfront property. And then you hear on the news that a hurricane is coming through. And the hurricane went through. It took life. It took land. It took property. But you did the same thing. You did the same thing to people. So why are you special? Listen, I feel bad that happened to you, but I feel worse that it happened to my people. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, she's right. All that Nation of Islam stuff, she's going off. But hey, she's right, man. Galatians 6 and 7, it says, be not deceived. The Heavenly Father is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And the Lord is doing a lot in North Carolina, man. And I just went and checked GMS North Carolina. That brother just put a video up 3 hours ago. So he's all right. He wasn't affected by this. So the Lord are going to be protecting his men during this time of calamity, during this destruction, during this tribulation. Okay, to see that brother's still putting out videos, man, that was a faith booster to me, because that brother be talking about in the news, that brother be going in, man. He be showing you, man, things are going on, but hey, who's listening? Okay, who's listening? Okay, the men of the Lord are listening, and they see this as judgment from the Most High, man. Proverbs 16 and 18. It said, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. So be proud. Be as proud as you want to be, man. But that's going to be the reason that you fall. Found this on TikTok.
North Carolina has approved its mining permit. It plans to develop Carolina Lithium as one of the lowest cost, most sustainable lithium hydroxide operations in the world. And as a
And some people are speculating online that the area in North Carolina that was hit really bad by these hurricanes, it's all because they want the minerals there. To be more specific,
this is a 90.
It's a lot. I don't know what happened, man. I guess Esau got mad. Esau got mad, man. Cut me out. Hold on, let me check let me check why thing, man. He cut me off. Esau hey, shalom, my y'all. Man, Esau's getting mad, man. He didn't like that. The devil didn't like that. You got a precept, Bob? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm about to grab that actually. Hold on, let me gather my stuff together, man, because Esau's getting mad. Esau's getting mad. He tried, ain't nothing. With a came through with the EMT. Hey, Esau, man, this world's going out, man. You done. You done, Esau. Let me grab these precepts the beloved brother put up, man. You know? But hey, there's nothing you could do, Esau, man. This world's going out regardless, man. Nothing you could do. The Lord got power over life and death, man. Okay? This is the book of Colossians 3:25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he have done, and there is no respect of persons. Okay? Yahweh Shem Yahushua don't respect you, Esau. He don't respect anybody that ain't doing his will, man. So you subject to everything that Yahweh Shem Yahushua got on the table. And he said he gonna open up his armory. Okay. That includes the nukes, that includes his elect, that includes the angels. How much more less than that? Okay. If the nukes are just one part of the armory, I think God, what was that precept? He got newly created beast. Oh, newly created, man, that the world has never seen before. Okay, so good luck trying to get through that, man, because I know it's terrible. Okay, I know it's terrible what the Lord got coming, man. Lord got coming. I'm gonna grab this in Ecclesiastes 8 and verse number 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Okay. Yeah, because an evil work is not executed. Sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily. Meaning, just because the Lord is not judging you right away, you think you get more emboldened in your wickedness. Okay. And he wants you to do that because you were created for the day of evil, Esau. Okay, and I just want to grab this since the brother brought that up. Proverbs 16:4. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua have made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Okay, but he wants to make sure you fully emboldened in your way to fulfill your purpose down here on the earth. Okay, so these things are going to happen. Grab this Ecclesiastes 8:12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. Okay. Yeah. So fear the Most High, man. It's going to be well. It's going to be well for you if you do. Matter of fact, I got another precept. Jeremiah 29. Verse 11, for I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end, okay, which is salvation. Okay, that's the expected end for the elect of Israel. All right.
Helene, the damage from that storm that was caused to Western North Carolina is unprecedented. And now it's leading to some conspiracy theories about how it all happened. Paul Spey is here now to check one social media rumor for PolitiFact.
Just how did Western North Carolina get hit so hard? Well, some people on social media say there's more to the devastation than meets the eye. Check out the Facebook post from this woman who says Asheville sits on top of billions of dollars of lithium. So she believes the disaster there was man-made through what she calls geoengineering. And first of all, that's not possible. No one has ever created a hurricane before. And secondly, this rumor about the government trying to seize lithium, it's come up before after other disasters like the wildfires in Hawaii. The rumor was wrong then, and it's wrong now. Mining data shows North Carolina has no active lithium mines. The biggest one in the U.S. is actually in Nevada. Now, one company does plan to open a mine near Charlotte by the end of 2027. You can see the Charlotte Observer reported on that here. But this site is still almost 100 miles away from Asheville and Chimney Rock, which suffered some of the most damage. That social media rumor is wrong on multiple levels, and it's why the Truth Meter rates it pants on fire. Read more of our fact checks at WREL.com.
Back to
he said pants on fire, man. Pants on fire, huh? Just like we read in Obadiah, man. How were the things that Esau searched up? It's through the media, man. It's through the scriptures. All of these things. Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So, yeah, his own tongue's falling upon himself, man. Here it is trying to do cleanup because of whatever's being posted online. There's a bunch of videos, man. So he's trying to, what do you call it? Like a PR stunt, man. Oh no, this is all fake. You know, don't believe nothing don't believe none of this stuff, man. Hey, you ain't gotta believe it, man. You ain't gotta believe it. But like Galatians 6 and 7 said, he's not mocked, okay? The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is not mocked, man. Okay. Yeah. Apostle Gabar been going into this. I'm looking into this. And I want to look at this building, man.
The Rothschild family was perhaps one of the most influential and certainly the wealthiest family in the world throughout the 19th century. But have you ever wondered how they lived? Hi everyone, Ken here. After receiving many requests, today we are traveling across the pond to explore Watson Manor. Go ahead and hit that like button to let YouTube know you enjoy videos about historic homes, and let's begin exploring this house. Of enduring financial and social influence, marking them as the wealthiest family in the world by the mid-1800s. Among the Rothschilds of this period, Baron Ferdinand de Rothschild, born in Paris in 1839, exemplified the family's blend of financial acumen and cultural patronage. Moving to London, Ferdinand became a British subject, marrying his cousin Evelina de Rothschild in 1865. Unfortunately, tragedy struck the next year when his wife went into labor, with neither her nor the child surviving, leading Ferdinand to focus on philanthropy, notably founding the Evelina Hospital for sick children in her memory. Ferdinand's career also extended to politics, where he served as a member of parliament from 1885 until his death in 1898. However, Ferdinand's lasting legacy lies in his creation of Watson Manor. Inspired by the chateaux of the Loire Valley, Watson was conceived not merely as a residence, but as a sanctuary for Ferdinand's extensive collections of arts and antiquities. Architect Gabriel Hippolyte de Stellaier's design skillfully married the elegance of French Renaissance architecture with modern conveniences, making the manor a marvel of its time. The construction of Watson between 1874 and 1889 marked a period where Ferdinand's dual roles as a patron of the arts and a member of the Rothschild banking dynasty intersected most visibly. The extensive grounds of Watson Manor would come to be the envy of Europe. From perfectly manicured parterre gardens stretching across even lawns to fountains erupting not only with water, but with intricate detailing in their stone forms. With modern stables for storing carriages and housing horses and classically styled statues dotting the landscape, Watson aimed to bridge the gap between Enlightenment and the Industrial Revolution, exemplifying a new way of life for an emerging age. The manor served as a vibrant cultural hub, hosting an array of distinguished guests from royalty to leading...
Damn, look at the detail on that, man. That's absolutely beautiful, man. But don't envy this, man, because this is all left-hand side architecture. Jace, oh, man, we going to be all right. He don't have the gold, okay? And he got everything. He don't know how to do it. Exceedingly more abundant, more elegant. Okay, give Jake the ability to ball, man. He gonna show you how to ball, man. And this, yeah, it looks nice, but this is wickedness, man. Roman pillars. Okay, you start looking deep into it. You know, you probably start finding something wicked in here. You know, you go into the measurements, probably 666 that and 666 this, you know. Jake gonna have it where it's 144 inches from here and, you know, 14 feet, 4 inches from there. You know, everything's gonna be righteous, man. It's gonna give off a righteous vibration, man.
Leading figures in politics and the arts. It was in this setting that Ferdinand's collections, ranging from Renaissance art to 18th century French decorative pieces, were displayed. We will begin exploring Waddesdon Manor from the East Gallery, clad in rich wood paneling with gilded accents. Here, sitting opposite the fireplace, we find one of Ferdinand's in the smoking room, where the grand architecture and extensive relief work on the archways almost take second stage to porcelains and tapestries. Though not every room could be fit for a museum, as they had to be lived in for the few weeks out of the year that Ferdinand would spend in this vacation house. The dining room was meant to entertain notable guests, leaving a lasting impression even on royals. Queen Victoria herself requested a visit to marvel at the beauty of the manor, particularly at the electric lights, which had been made to look like flickering candles. The very view we are seeing of the dining room chandelier was storied to leave her breathless. When not entertaining such distinguished guests, Ferdinand would enjoy his meals in the blue dining room, fully embracing the ambiance of the latest French design, being considerably contemporary for the time. This French influence continues into the grey drawing room, doubling as the music room. Here we find intricate plasterwork in the frieze, where figures nearly free themselves from the center of each wall to gracefully rest along the ledge. Just as was the case with the dining room, for more casual gatherings or perhaps for less rigid living, Ferdinand could enjoy his morning room. This flexible space offered him the ability to not only lounge, but enjoy his meals or tea while reading one of the glass-paned bookcases. We can pause at the fireplace before moving on, remembering that this was a more relaxed space than what we are about to see. Next, we will continue into the red drawing room, gilded piano. Drawing room, serving as the library, is one such dichotomy plays out, with grandiose architectural elements contrasted by overstuffed furniture, ensuring the room is still functional despite its beauty. With these thoughts in mind, we continue into the billiard room, appropriately scaled to accommodate the full reach of a cue from the table to the walls and up to the ceiling. While each bedroom carries its own theme, they were each designed with only luxury in mind, from the gentlest of fabrics to the softest of mattresses. Many of these suites were planned to include their own boudoirs, and furthermore, in a time when indoor plumbing was still exceedingly rare, many of the bedrooms boasted their own ensuites as well. Beyond its architectural and artistic significance, Waddesdon Manor encapsulated Ferdinand's concern for the future and legacy. Following his death in 1898, Waddesdon Manor was left to his sister, Alice de Rothschild, who continued the tradition of custodianship and enhancement of the estate. Ultimately, its transition to the National Trust after being bequeathed by James de Rothschild ensured that Waddesdon would continue to educate and inspire future generations. Today, Waddesdon Manor stands not just as a monument to Ferdinand's individual taste and vision, but as a symbol of the broader Rothschild legacy of contribution to the arts, culture, and society. Which part of the...
Yeah, man. So, you know, it looks nice. It looks nice. Esau got it, man. Esau definitely got it. You know, that's part of his blessing. Okay. Genesis 27:38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing? My father blessed me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. So what you're looking at is the fatness of the earth, man. Okay. That's part of his blessing. This is the fatness of the earth, man. You see the inside, it's all decked out. It's beautiful, man. Okay. But what's that? Psalms of Asaph, Psalm 73. The end of the wicked contrasted with that of the righteous. Okay. Psalm 73:1, a psalm of Asaph. Truly, the Heavenly Father is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. That's why you ain't supposed to be envious, man. You see this, like, look how much they're prospering, man. Ouch. Wickedness look like that's the way to go. Okay. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. Yeah, they die, but they come back. They in rulership. Okay. They doing all right for themselves. Right? You would think so. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Yeah, they're not in trouble, but we read in Ecclesiastes 8 and 11 that, that it's fully setting them to do wickedness because they're not being judged. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Yeah, they violence covereth them as a garment because they out here, they covetous, okay? Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish. Yeah, you wish you could live like that. But this is Babylon, okay? And this place is going to be destroyed. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. Hey, look what we did. We're giving you jobs. We taking you out of manual slavery and put you in corporate slavery. Look at how nice we are. But we still didn't change the laws, and we don't look at you as a man. We look at you as, what is it, 1/3 or 2/3, something like that. That's still written in the law. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore, his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doeth the Most High know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Yeah, they're proud. They think, man, I can do everything by my own knowledge, man. I'm the one who did all this. I'm so much smarter and more evolved than everyone else. That's why I have all the things that I have. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Okay, but right here it's saying they're the ungodly. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocency. For all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. Yeah, the Lord would chastise his like sons, but that's to keep you from being destroyed. Okay, so it seems like you're constantly being afflicted on the right hand side, and you should be. That's a blessing though, because in your latter end, you're going to be blessed far exceeding what you can see for the wicked. If I say I will speak thus, behold, I should offend against the generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me. Until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High, then understood I their end. Okay, you're not gonna know. You're gonna envy if you don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of their latter end. Okay, surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Okay, thou castest them down into destruction. Yeah, you put them in a slippery place because, just like Yahushua said. To that young man, you got to sell everything that you own. The wicked ain't gonna do that. They don't even have any place of repentance, going to Hebrews 12 and 16, but showing you that how hard it is, even if you're righteous, to remain, even if you have money to be considered righteous, man. Lord says, sell everything that you own, man. He walked away. How are they brought into desolation? As in a moment, yeah, because in 1 hour, this place is going to be destroyed. They are utterly consumed with terrors. As a dream when one awaketh, so, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image. Okay, yeah, when the Lord decides to not to wake up like he's sleeping, but to acknowledge them or pay them, recompense them, man, he ain't gonna hold back. Thus my heart was grieved and I was pricked in my reins. So foolish was I and ignorant. I was as a beast before thee. Yeah, envying the wicked, showing you that you have no knowledge, man. Nevertheless, I am continually with thee. Thou hast holden me by my right hand. Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel, and afterward receive me to glory. See, the Lord is going to guide you and receive you to glory with his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's why you need to be seeking him 10 times more. Okay. Whom have I in heaven but thee? And there is none upon the earth that I desire beside thee. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything down here on the earth that you should desire more than the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and the mercy and the grace of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, there's nothing that should should deter you from that. Okay, my flesh and my heart faileth, but the heavenly Father is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. For lo, they that are far from thee shall perish. Okay, that's the outcome of someone who's far from the Lord, man. You're gonna perish. Thou hast destroyed all them that go a whoring from thee. And these judgments is how you're gonna be destroyed. Okay, but it is good for me to draw near to the Heavenly Father. I have put my trust in the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that I may declare all thy works. Okay, so he can declare all thy works, man. So, but hey, brothers, I'm gonna end it right there. Lord willing, I was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Makah Quadash. Shalom.